Hello and welcome to my forecast for today, which is Thursday, April 16th, 2026. Now, these are the outlooks for the next 3 days. Today, we have a double barrel slight risk. The first one is going to be in Arkansas, Missouri, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And the other one is going to be in New York and Vermont. Tomorrow is looking pretty major. We have an enhanced risk for like Oklahoma City up towards parts of Wisconsin. And we have a slight risk for Wichita Falls up towards northern Wisconsin. And we have a marginal threat from the Big Bend up towards Minnesota. And then in 3 days, which is April 18th, 2026, it's not looking like we'll see much. We just having a slight risk for Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Pennsylvania. Now, this is a wind threat for the next 2 days. Today, we have a double barrel 15% wind threat. The first one is going to be in Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, and Kentucky. And the other one is going to be in New York and Vermont. Tomorrow is looking pretty major. We have a 5% wind threat from the Big Bend up toward northern Minnesota. We have a 15% wind threat from Wichita Falls up towards northern Wisconsin near Minnesota. We have a 30% wind threat from Oklahoma City up towards central Wisconsin. And we have a 45% wind threat for parts of Missouri, Kansas, and Iowa. And anywhere in that hashed area you see, that's where we have a chance for hurricane force wind gusts or 74-mile-an-hour plus wind gusts. Now, this is the hail threat for the next 2 days. Today, we have an elevated hail threat, and we have a double barrel 15% wind risk too. Now, the first 5% wind risk is going to be in Texas, where there is actually a chance for some pretty large hail. That hatched area is where there is a chance for up to 2-inch sized hail. And our first 15% wind threat is going to be in Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri, and Illinois and Arkansas. And the other one is going to be in New York and Vermont, and a little sliver of New Hampshire. Tomorrow is looking significant. We have a 5% wind threat from the Big Bend up towards Duluth, a 15% wind threat from Wichita Falls up towards northern Wisconsin, and a double barrel 30% wind threat. The first one is in Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and a little sliver of Nebraska. The other one is going to be in Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, and Minnesota. And anywhere in that hatched area is where there is a chance for some pretty big hail, up to the size of 2 inches. Now, this is a tornado threat, and this ain't looking too good. Today, we have a 2% tornado threat for parts of Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, Kentucky, and Illinois. And we also have a 5% wind threat for New York, and another 2% wind threat for a sliver of New Hampshire, Vermont, and New York. Now, tomorrow we have a 2% tornado threat from the Big Bend, Del Rio, up towards Duluth, Marquette, and Escanaba. And we have a 5% wind threat we have a 5% tornado threat from Wichita Falls up towards northern Wisconsin, central Wisconsin. And we have a 10% tornado threat. That's going to be in Davenport, Dubuque, so central Iowa, a little sliver of Illinois, and Iowa. And anywhere you see that hatched area, that's where there's a chance for EF2 plus tornadoes. But then you see that hatched area that looks a little different. That's where we have a chance for EF3 plus tornadoes. A big tornado outbreak is expected. Starting today, we are entering an active stretch of severe weather. Computer models are showing high amounts of CAPE or storm fuel for Friday. What does this mean? A tornado outbreak will happen on Friday with a major wind risk and a major hail risk. Where will this happen? This tornado outbreak will happen from Texas up towards Minnesota, Michigan, and into, it might be in New York and Vermont. There's a slight chance. If you're included in the area below, you're in the risk area. What should I do? Stay weather aware today. If you are under a tornado warning, seek shelter. Have ways to receive alerts, and I will be live on Twitch covering this event when it happens.